Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're going to decode a truly fascinating grammatical paradox that native speakers use literally every single day. So think about this. How exactly do you predict the future, but from the past? It sounds a bit like a sci-fi riddle, right? But it's actually an essential storytelling tool you absolutely need to master. You can really just think of this tense as a grammatical time machine. You're locking your mental perspective securely in the past while looking ahead to something that hasn't happened yet. To get there, we'll quickly run through how this time machine works, explore the Wood framework, talk about unfulfilled plans, look at some advanced narrative tricks, and then cover some awesome life hacks to fix the most common mistakes people make. So let's kick things off with the core mechanics of our grammatical time machine. The main thing to grasp is that standing in the present feels totally different than anchoring yourself in the past. When you use an anchor phrase like, "I knew," it forcefully pulls your entire timeline backward.
And because your perspective is now firmly rooted in the past, using the standard future marker will actually becomes completely illegal. You just can't do it.
So how do we fix that? Enter the Wood framework. Here is your first major life hack to make this easy. It's the prediction shift formula. Whenever you need to shift, just swap will out for would. It really is that simple. See how a direct quote transforms instantly? Because the promise happened in the past, that will automatically and seamlessly shifts right to would in your narrative.
But what happens when you have a plan that just falls through?
Well, here is life hack number 2. To express a past intention, all you have to do is take am, is, or are going to and shift it to was or were going to. Native speakers use this exact, specific structure heavily to describe plans they fully intended to do, but that were suddenly interrupted. For instance, you might say, "We were going to train, but then it started to rain." The intention was totally there, but the circumstances changed at the last minute. It's kind of like a girl suddenly losing her voice right before her big birthday karaoke bash. The party didn't happen, but she absolutely was going to have it. Now let's level up and look at some advanced narrative suspense. You can actually layer continuous and perfect aspects onto this tense. Why? To drop these massive, dramatic hints about a destiny that your characters are completely unaware of. It lets you view a completed deadline from a purely historical standpoint. Honestly, it's an amazing stylistic tool for foreshadowing in your writing. Okay, let's bring it all together and talk about the real traps here. If you only remember one part of this explainer, make it this one. Leaving will totally unaltered after a past anchor verb is a huge mistake that catches a lot of people. It's not "I realized it will work," it's "I realized yesterday that it would work." Another crucial tip, never ever use would inside a time clause starting with words like when or before. Just stick to the simple past instead. To make sure you nail this every time, take a quick screenshot of this master matrix. It's your ultimate cheat sheet because it combines all of today's translation life hacks into one simple visual. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. If you were going to change your destiny yesterday, what would you have done differently? Think about it. Thanks for joining us for this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.